Hi, everyone. I'm Ron Bay Jr., and I think it's time that I give you an update on my book projects. It's been a while, but I'm back. I looked back at my YouTube channel, and in 2017 was the last video I recorded regarding my books and projects that I had or book releases, which goes along with what I've said about myself for so long is that I'm the world's worst self-promoter. But anyway, I wanted to share with you what I plan for the near future as I go into my retirement years down the road here. The last book I released was in less than 2 years ago. It's called Pondering God, and I've received a lot of great feedback about the book. It's done what I intended for it to do. It's inspired people, encouraged people in their faith, and given some insight into who I am and my relationship with God. But uh, when I have talked to some people that I know that have read the book, they've told me that as they've read the book, they hear my voice, which I think is very interesting, but which makes sense. They know me, they know my voice, they've heard my voice, and so my voice should come through my writing, and apparently it does. So the next thing they would say is, "Why don't you do an audiobook?" I thought, well, that's a great idea, but what's that entail? How much of a project would that be? So I looked into some software for that, and I started messing around with it, and realized this is big. I mean, this particular book is 597 pages, over 150,000 words, and 181 chapters, and it just became daunting to me to go through that process to try to create a full book, audio book of Pondering God. All the starts and stops, all the editing, which is outside my skill set, and so I just kind of put it on the shelf and didn't really pursue that. But then I've been thinking about, well, how did the some famous authors of old release their books back in the late 1800s? You had Arthur Conan Doyle, you had Charles Dickens, and several other authors that would release their books not as a full novel, but as chapters in the weekly serial. So they'd go in this magazine with chapter one, and then a week or two later, chapter two would appear, and people would read their books over a extended period of time until it's finally fully released. And I thought, what's the modern day version of that? What if I released or recorded each chapter, one chapter at a time from Pondering God, and released them individually? Well, this particular book, Pondering God, works well for that because each chapter is not dependent upon the other. They're all standalones. You don't have to sit at the edge of your seat waiting to find out what happened on chapter one to chapter two. They're great for devotionals. They would be great for audio in the car, etc. So I thought, okay, I'm going to do that. And the first thing I did was I recorded chapter one, or the preface, on an audio recording. So I went to my YouTube channel and I tried to upload that audio recording, and they don't accept MP3s. Okay. So now what do I do? So I went back and I figured out how to convert an MP3 to an MP4, which is what they do accept. They accept quite a few different formats, but definitely not MP3. So I went to YouTube with my MP4 and I uploaded it. And what did I get? I got a blank black screen with the audio. I said, that's not going to work. That's pretty bad. So I went to do some research on Google, and I found that there's a way to create an audio with a little bit more to it than a black screen. And what I have now, what I've ended up creating is you can see the book cover, you can see my voice as a wavelength down at the bottom, and then you can see the transcript also at the bottom. So if you're doing a daily devotional in the morning and you want to open one of these chapters up and hit play, you can read the transcript along with it, and you'll have your devotional that day. Or maybe you don't want to do that, you want to just listen to it in the car. You go to my YouTube channel and you click play, and you're going down the road and you're hearing my voice again, which is also scary that my voice is in the car with you. But nevertheless, that's what I plan on doing. I've already got the preface recorded, and I'm getting ready to release that to my YouTube channel. But I want to give everybody a heads up that that's what's coming your way. And maybe down the road, I can do this same format with my fiction books, my book, The Boat, Lost Highway, and A Very Strange Summer. But anyway, I'm excited about this project. I hope you are too. And I look forward to sharing this with you. So stand by and look for this release, and I'll let you know when it's coming. So thank you and have a great day.